This is Christian's 2000 Saleen Mustang, and today we're going to be dropping in his fully built 4.6 liter V8 along with the transmission. If you've been following along, last episode we finished up the interior, so now the final big step is getting this engine and transmission in place. But before we drop the engine in, we need to sort out the power steering rack.
You know how much belt material is on this power steering rack? That's what the majority of this bullshit is. It's just belt dust.
It's like somebody did a burnout on your power steering rack.
Let's put a shot bandage on this.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Oh, we might as well just fucking... yeah, there should be a pan over there. Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna let it drain onto the floor. It's already there. It's like when you piss and you're like, did it get all out?
Yeah, you want to say that again, bro?
I would not like to say that again. How much more could be in here? Holy shit. It's literally empty.
Yo guys, this is like when you pee and like you gotta shake it out a little.
Let me take a guess. That's what this guy said earlier.
Every guy knows what I'm talking about.
So since the last time you guys saw this car, a few things have been done. First, Christian actually was able to paint his brakes without blowing up a can of paint. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, there was a little paint mishap, and to say the least, there's a lot of yellow paint everywhere. But yeah, here are the rears, and he changed the steering wheel, so he's got the billet.
Wired.
Yeah.
Yeah, got the 8 rib setup complete. Finished the fuel lines.
And we've already got the headers and the steering rack in, so we'll be almost ready to put the engine in, except we don't have a torque wrench anymore. Off to Harbor Freight.
Off to somewhere, yeah, to get a 3/8 torque wrench. We in the JDM whip. We in the shit.
We're in the whatever the
We're in the rinky dink.
Brand new Quinn torque wrench. Literally got that just so we could torque down the clutch and flywheel bolts, but lifetime warranty. Yeah, she's just about ready to get airlifted and then set down in her home. There's 2 sets of holes on this tubular K-member, and we don't really know for sure which sets of holes motor mounts are supposed to go through, although we suspect it's the set closest to the firewall. So we're not putting the motor in with the trans, so it'll be a little harder for us to tell if we're in the right slots. We'll figure it out eventually. At some point we'll find out whether we're right or wrong. All right, we're getting ready to get this motor airborne, and this is most definitely gonna be a 2-person job. The reason is our cherry picker jack is actually leaking, so we can't trust it fully on its own. So I'm holding the engine up while Christian torques down the clutch and flywheel, and once that's set, we're going to carefully lower the whole engine into the bay.
You're good to lower it.
Yeah, lowering.
We're in the correct motor mount
Holes.
on the driver's side.
And this is where we realized we made a mistake. The engine actually needs to mount in the front 2 holes of the K-member, not the rear 2.
Why do I feel like this would be fitting if we went with the first 2 holes? Because it's pretty much like we're hitting the rear firewall on the header.
Right.
And that's really what's holding us up. I just wish there was only 1 hole in the K-member so I knew which one it was.
Yeah, which one was the right one? Needless to say, it was a quick correction. We moved the motor into the front 2 holes, and now everything lines up perfectly. Bang. It's in.
Wow, round 2. It was a lot easier than last time. We had 3 people here. It wasn't recorded on Kyle's channel, but we really struggled with the headers, getting them in. That was like a 8-hour ordeal, I think it was.
Better than the Corvette headers too. The Corvette headers you guys saw, that was pretty miserable.
There's just something about headers, dude. It's so difficult. Hopefully we'll be seeing this thing blow up pretty soon.
Yes, I agree.
Oh no, we don't want to see this thing blow up.
On YouTube. Oh, yeah.
We want to see, no. We want to see the engine drop from the cherry picker and just shatter on the concrete floor. All right, it's been a little bit. Last thing you guys saw didn't really look like this, but Christian has been grinding away the past week here. So we're gonna go ahead and see what he has done. And then we have a few big things to tackle before this thing will be ready to start.
So starting off, we got the intake manifold bolted down. We got threw the spark plugs in, threw our coil plugs in, fuel injectors, fuel rail. Ran the fuel lines a little differently than last time. We're gonna try going through the intake manifold and out the back of the engine to the left to our regulator. We got our wiring harness all figured out. Got a new spicy pulley for the supercharger. We had to change it up for the 8 rib, so I went with a 3.25 inch pulley. This will put us at 64,000 RPMs for the supercharger, at 7,000 RPMs on the engine. Got the starter in and went through, torqued all the suspension. Yeah, that's basically where we're at now. The main things right now is that we still have to finish bolting up the trans and then finish bolting up the brakes. Right now, we're gonna focus on getting the transmission bolted up.
Yeah, too bad the transmission is only as good as the driver.
Oh yeah, then it's awesome.
All right, man. Everyone go wish him luck and hope that he runs faster than 12.4.
First time we take this to a drive strip, next time it's gonna be 11s.
Yeah, you just regretted that.
No, I am confident it'll be in the 11s next time it goes.
We're putting the transmission in. Well, the transmission is kind of already in. Christian got it lifted up, but not fully bolted in quite yet. So I'm on wiggle duty. I'm gonna be wiggling the motor to hopefully help them line up the drive shaft and the transmission properly. Is this too much? Okay. How much was the engine shaking down there? Probably a lot.
Yeah.
All right, part 2, 1 year later.
All right. You guys saw what happened.
No.
Let it down, Carter!
Dude, I'm twisting it.
Oh! No! But jack it up!
It's not going to happen again.
This better not happen again. Oh,
Yep.
yeah. Okay. Fucking ram it into my head, why don't you?
Bro, I'd rather that than you fucking like die and it collapses on you.
Okay.
Did that hurt your head?
No.
Okay.
See, okay, that wasn't too bad.
Yeah, I've actually been jacking a lot in my spare time, so so yeah, we got pretty good at it.
So with the Stifler's mount, it can run with all different types of Tremec transmissions, but for the T56 you need a 1/4 inch spacer between the trans mount and the body. I got this off Facebook, so it didn't come with the bolts that I need to mount to my body, and the OEM ones are too short. So I will have to go get longer trans bolts. But yes, 1/4 inch spacer between the trans mount and the body. Can I get one more? I bought all this from boltbarn.com.
These right here are 2 bolts from my uncle's 300ZX that was sitting out on a field.
And we almost put them in the saline.
No, we are going to put them in.
They will most likely go in the ceiling.
Wow.
Yeah, they're all different, but they're kind of the same length. All right, well, that's in. Let's see if the drive shaft, goes in the right place.
What? Hey, yo. Can you do that with this one?
No, that one has all the weight on it. That's how you know this is a perfectly balanced car. All right, next thing on the list, we are going to service the Procharger. And by that, I mean change fluid and refresh some parts on it. So first things first, we have the nylon washer that goes around the dipstick. That is right here. I lost that last spring, so I added a washer of my own, but that's okay because now we got what it calls for, which is this little nylon washer. Stick that right there. Okay, and the drain plug, which is right here on the bottom. Oh, that reeks. That's fresh fluid too, that's not that old.
Oh, damn. Why does it smell like that?
But let's drain the rest of it.
Well,
Nah, there's fluid in here, I know.
is there? Was there even a drop? Did you guys even see a drop? Because,
Wow.
maybe that's why it smelled like shit.
I don't know. That's not ideal. What? The fuck? All right, well.
I guess there's nothing to drain.
that is, yeah, terrifying.
Nah, it's chill, bro.
Oh, yeah, facts.
If any of you guys know where the secret compartment is on the D1SCs where all the oil is stored, he needs to know.
The thing is that since I was running a different drain plug with a different O-ring, the bottom of my Procharger was always a little wet. Yeah, that was probably Procharger oil. If I have to rebuild it, it is what it is. I guess we'll go to a D1X then.
Next time you guys see us, we're gonna be cleaning out all the cobwebs and sand out of the bottom of the D1SC since it's been so dry down there.
The D1SC's on borrowed time.
Now that we're done with the Procharger maintenance, I'm here at Jared's airport with him and Aiden. And today, Christian's charge piping is getting powder coated. All right, so we got Christian's charge piping up here. Eden is currently media blasting to get all the powder coat or paint or whatever was on it off. But here's one of the finished charge pipes. I guess I was expecting more of like a raw finish after media blasting everything, but it's kind of like this rougher, like sandpaper kind of texture. But that's one piece. There are more pieces downstairs, and Aiden's gonna actually let me use the media blaster. So this is gonna be my first time. I think it's pretty basic, point and shoot. And we're gonna take a look at the other bits and pieces. So this part's already been done up here.
Yeah.
That's sick. It kind of like, you can feel the media like hitting the... Damn, it's kind of satisfying.
Right?
It's kind of hard to see though too, because it's like
Yeah, the polish and then it turns gray.
the polished stuff is coming off pretty easy.
Oh yeah, it comes off really easy.
That's sick, bro. I'll let you get back at it. You're much better than I am.
Alright, you almost did the whole freaking pipe already.
Got 3 charge pipes done now. Here's the one that I was sandblasting, and then Aiden finished up the job. And pretty soon those will be hung and getting powder coated. In she goes. What's up, King?
What's up?
Looking fire, bro.
Rogue Squad, motherfucker.
It's been a little bit since I've been here at the shop, but Christian's been grinding away once again. But thankfully, there's nothing too crazy that you guys missed out on. Most of it is just like putting together the engine components, like the alternator, getting the Procharger mounted, you know, stuff like that, which you guys have seen numerous times. But we're gonna be testing the electrical connectors.
Hopefully our like dash turns on. If not, that would really suck. I feel like this is probably a good point to test that because I would like to get a first start in the next week. Also, Termi Cobra bumper.
And it's yellow too.
It's zinc yellow. I can't escape it. It's like the color that keeps coming back, but we will be fixing it, sanding it. Yeah, other than that, I basically have finished up getting the trans mounted. I cut the hole in the engine bay for the intake piping, finished the clutch pedal, and a bunch of little odds and ends. Honestly, rear brakes and the pinion angle are the 2 big things. We're pretty much ready for a first start other than fluids.
Yeah, last you guys saw, we were at Jared's and Christian was getting his intercooler piping powder coated. At some point, we'll have to take a look at that and see how everything turned out. And we're getting close to the first start, so that's super exciting. But we gotta hope that this car does not catch on fire tonight when we go to start the electronics, so.
All right, it's not gonna catch on fire.
Nah, hey, you never know, bro. He has 2 fire extinguishers from like 1995.
Bro, they're brand new from last year, buddy.
Yeah, fingers crossed.
All right, so we're gonna plug in the electronics for the first time. Who knows what's gonna happen? I have no idea. I guess I haven't even checked to see if this car has light bulbs in the trunk, but I guess we'll plug it in and see. It's good enough for now.
Oh, shit. Hazards are on. We have power to the car, at least. That's a good thing.
I wonder if my hazard button's pushed in.
Well, I just pushed it in. Wait, do you
it
push
stopped.
it? Do you push it in to turn it on or turn it on? You push it in to turn it on, right?
I don't quite remember, to be honest.
I'm pretty sure you push the button down to turn it on. That's what makes sense to me.
Yeah, but remember Ford, they're kind of backward. I guess we'll put the key into accessory and freaking see what happens. This one. Okay, well, we got noise.
Progress, ladies and gents, progress. The hazards got me though. That's interesting. I feel like you would press down the button to have them turn on.
That is how it works. When you press it, it releases it.
Okay, that's interesting. Nothing's on fire yet.
This we don't have plugged in yet.
Well, you got some lights on the dash there, which is good. What? It's trying. Okay.
Okay, the locks work.
Yeah, at least the locks work.
All right.
What about fan control? Will the fan come on? Okay, the fans
on.
work. Yeah, the fans work.
We're like 6 for 8. We're missing the windows.
Can you give her a quick beep? Do you think the beep will work? Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, beep works.
Also, do not spray brake clean around your X4 because I like chemically altered my screen and I looked it up online and there's no fixes for it. Okay. That's not too bad. We gotta figure out the windows. The relay or whatever is clicking. We never checked to see if there were motors in the windows.
Oh, fuck. I feel like there's gotta be, but I mean,
Remember how much shit was taken out of this car?
it's possible.
All right, well, that's not bad. At least our dash turns on, and it seems like, we don't even need windows. Yeah, not sure what's up with the windows, but we can figure that out later.
Look at that pour. The sheer concentration on Christian's face.
For real. Okay, cough. Get that AC out of there, man. You don't need that.
No, I don't. It's not even connected.
That's what I'm saying. Yank that out of there.
Yeah, honestly, there's some weight reduction to be had.
For real.
Without a doubt.
You're gonna feel that weight reduction.
He's the #1 AC delete glazer right here.
I am.
Yeah, this
I'm
guy
an
did an
hater.
AC delete on the Civic Si.
It did that
daily.
naturally. The clutch wore away.
This bro's like, yo, delete AC, and then he wonders why his seats need to get fucking shaved. Maybe because his ass produces 3 gallons of water per minute in the summer.
More like my lower back.
Yeah, okay.
My lower back is imprinted on the Cobra seats.
Yeah, true. The lower back drops all the water, the ass drops all the stains.
It's like a milkshake down there.
It does bring all the boys to the yard.
I want to show you guys the charge piping. Jared powder coated these charge pipes, and I think the turnout was really good. Good finish. I like the color too. Obviously, it matches the car, so that's pretty sweet. I think Christian's waiting for one more piece to come in, and he's also waiting for his belt. Since he's switching from 6 to 8 rib, he has to get a new belt, so that is something else that needs to come in before we first start. Yeah, we got a few things we're gonna tidy up today. That way, next time we're here, we'll be all ready to give it a go, and hopefully everything works. And we might be taking a look at the door cards too. We'll see. Damn, bro's got the dogs out just about. That's crazy. Hey, just a tip, because I took this apart. You have to remove this to put the center console in, by the way.
Then how do I adjust it back?
Once you put the center console in, then you can reach through the box here. This plastic bit comes out, and you can stick your hand in and then put this back on.
Oh, fucking no way.
Just letting you know. It's a 7mm, by the way.
There's no way, gang. That sounds horrible. I'm not trying to do all that.
Hey, you could always just run no center console. That looks pretty sick.
Shut the fuck up.
This big ass guy needs cup holders, bro.
Where am I gonna put my big gulp Mountain Dew at?
Hey dude, if you want to get it real cold in here, you just keep cranking her down. We're reaching absolute 0.
And then can we maybe bake a chicken or something in here too? Is that possible?
Yeah, here, just give me about 3 minutes. All right, we're getting there. This should be about 425 if you want a nice crispy and juicy chicken.
Hey, see, look at that.
Oh, shit. I wish I wasn't left-handed. It's in the right spot. It just needs bolted up.
Well, let me fucking put the bracket in first. Yo, it doesn't really help me put this bracket in when the light is in my eyes. I just wanted to let you know. Oh, I found it. Okay, well, the bolt is in. So you just need to tighten it down.
I'll inspect. Yeah,
Hey.
she's in.
Let's go.
Low-key, this center console is like slightly different color than the rest of the interior. But whatever, you know?
Yeah, Carter, the windows don't work, by the way.
Oh, I can relate. My passenger side window just only goes down when I hit the door really hard. Would you like to hear my driver's side window?
Yeah, sure. Let's go hear it.
So to start this off, I'm a complete idiot. I was trying to make this car legal and I was removing the tent off of it. It was like 5% all around. You can still see the side windows here, 5%. I plan on taking that off as well. The adhesive is still on the windows. I didn't use any Goo Gone. I just got really impatient and ripped it straight off and... It sounds great.
Having fun down there?
No, actually, I'm really not.
What are you trying to get fit?
Bushing. I'm about to get it to fit.
Okay, it's been a little bit. 2 busted fingers later, but we've been grinding at the car here. I got, where is it at? This is an extra one, but there were some rubber lining that goes in for the each door. So I got both of those in, and we were able to get his boost gauge and the other gauge he has there mounted up to the A-pillar, brand new A-pillar too. And then one more thing I want to show you guys is over here. I'm not going to touch it because it's probably like 400 degrees, but this is Christian's, what is this? Rear upper control arm. It was like low-key kind of seized on there. Had to put a lot of heat on it, but we eventually... Yeah, it was high key seized on there. We cracked it loose, so that's huge for the back. Hasn't been a whole lot done.
We're getting dialed.
Yeah, we're getting dialed, so the car will be on the road sooner now. Because of today.
We're basically fluids away from first start. We're basically just rear pinion angle away from driving.
One other thing too, it's like one of the first days that we've had the garage door open. I'm in a T, Christian's in a T, Hunter was in a T. Like, it's a warm day, it's a beautiful day. It's our first, like, I feel like shop day. It's super sick to be back in the garage. Come outside, come outside. It's 70, it's beautiful out. We got a Civic out here that looks awesome.
Hey,
Two Civic SIs.
Yeah, say
8th
SI.
gen, 2 K20 Z3s with 6-speed transmissions.
And LSDs.
And LSDs.
And sunroof.
Okay, I have a sunroof.
Comment down below if you like the 8th gen sedan or coupe more.
Yo, alright, so here's all I gotta say. This is just like... This is like... Ooh. Damn.
Yeah, I think the commenters are gonna know what to say now.
8th gen sedan. I'm sorry, Hunter, but I like the 8th gen sedans.
Alright,
A
we're
little
cutting.
All right, so hopefully gonna get a first start today. Since the last time you guys saw, got all the pulleys aligned and a new belt routed on. Kyle and I are about to throw that on. Got all of our piping on, put some fresh E85 in the whip, but we're about to throw the belt on. I'm gonna throw the exhaust on, and then we're gonna go for a first start. We'll see how it goes. We'll see, like there shouldn't be any surprises, but hopefully it goes all right. We'll see.
I'm sure it'll be fun.
I think it will be.
Here, we're having a hard time getting the 110-inch 8-rib belt to fit on the big AC idler pulley. So we decided to go out and grab a smaller one. But once we put the 110 back on, it just ended up being way too loose.
Pulley problems, man. Low-key, the worst part of owning a supercharger. I don't know what to do. I mean, like, I don't know if I should hop up to a 112 or try out with the big idler AC pulley or go to a 108. We do have a brand new 6-rib 108 pulley here, or belt here, that we could try. The 108 is perfect with the small AC idler pulley. So if you're running an AC delete, you can just use like a regular idler. It's no different than the other serpentine belt idlers. I'll return the 110 and we'll run the 108 with the 8-rib. But for now, for the first start, we'll run it with 6-rib. So now we just have to coolant, exhaust, and trans fluid. I think that should be it. So let's do it.
And if you guys are new here, or haven't already, now would be a good time to go down and hit that subscribe button. Because once this car gets up and running, we've got a lot of big plans for it.
Last bolts in. Little nervous, but have the fuel injectors unplugged. I'm just gonna crank it over like twice, try and build up some oil pressure, and then we'll go for a start. All right, you ready?
Yeah. Well, it already almost wanted to start, and you have the fuel injectors unplugged.
I'm gonna do one more.
Yeah, sure.
Do you see anything? Look at the belt drive. Does anything look like it's wobbling?
No, the only thing that's moving is the tensioner, but that's normal.
Okay, yeah.
It's just like moving a little bit.
All right. 3.
Good luck, bro.
Thanks, bro. All right, you ready?
Yep. Next episode, we're gonna find out if this thing actually runs.